What's up, you little YouTube traps? Today, we're building a cage for Travis's car. Let's check it out. Hey YouTube, we're here at JD's Garage. Shout out to Glamis Mafia. So what we've got today is a 2024 two-seat Pro R, and we've got the stock cage on it. And I made some phone calls, called the guys down at LSK Suspension. They're local to us, so where are they located, Travis? What was it, Fontana? I think it was Fontana area. But we'll just say Inland Empire. Okay, it's local enough.
Yeah, they're local to us in the Inland Empire. Anyways, I've been wanting to put an aftermarket cage on it. We like to deal with our local boys and girls. So contacted them. They had me out. They hooked us up with the cage for this car. Awesome facility, awesome dudes. Got to meet the guys personally, walk around their facility. We've got some clips we'll put into this video about showing their facility. Couldn't take a lot of video because they do a lot of government work, stuff for SpaceX. So a lot of it we couldn't even show, but we've got a little bit of video we'll clip in there. So we'll take you over here. We'll show you the kit. This is, again, the do-it-yourself kit. We're just two dudes that know enough to get in trouble when it comes to fabrication and welding. So we're going to try it with this kit. Basically, most of the kit is Dawn. The two main members are 120 wall. It comes all raw. And it's all notched, all ready for you. We've got these little keyholes that helps line everything up. There's some laser engraving on each one of these pieces that tells you where it goes. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean it all up with the acetone. So we've got some rags, we've got acetone. We're going to get all this steel nice and clean so it welds up nice. In your kit, you're going to have all your tabs and your hardware for your roof. They gave us the aluminum roof right there and the windshield. So you do have to put the glass in yourself, get this custom cut and made.
Can you run this without the front windshield?
You can run it all day long without the windshield. This is an extra to put the windshield on.
Why did you choose to go with the windshield?
Because I'm tired of eating sand from Dennis Biggins. He makes me eat a lot of sand, dude.
I feel it.
Anybody in front of you, you're eating a lot of sand. So
yeah, it does keep the heat in the car. That's the only bummer, especially with these Pro Rs. But it's a big difference, right? With that deflection, you don't have to wear goggles. It's awesome.
100%. So we'll probably won't run the windshield early in the season. Later in the season, we'll get the windshield on, but we'll see how it goes. The nice thing about this kit, being do-it-yourself, is you can put your tabs where you want to put your tabs. You could add grab bars for your hands if you wanted to. Radio antenna tabs, your whip tabs, lighting, anything else you want to do. So we're going to work our way through this. This is the first one we've done, and you're going to walk through it with us and see how it all goes.
Cool. So we just got to start cleaning the bars over here.
Yeah.
We got to remove the cage.
Pre-prep the cage, got all the wiring out of it. We've got a little bit more work, but we'll pull the cage off, and then we'll just start from scratch on putting all the tubes together.
Yeah. One of the concerns that we talked about earlier was this cage right here is basically a structural member, right? So there, once we take this off, it's not going to have any rigidity there. So we talked about putting some jacks underneath and to kind of keep it up so we don't get that flex. So when we weld in the cage, it's supposed to sit where it's going to sit. That's the goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is all going to be done by June. We're going to be heading out to Idaho, right?
Yeah. St. Anthony
Sand Dunes. So we're going to do some videos shooting out there too. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, there'll be a couple parts. So right now we'll get the cage all tacked together. We'll get the cage off. We'll weld up the cage. We'll look at where the accessories go. Then I got to take it down to powder coat and get it powder coated.
in the last part of the video, we'll be putting the cage back on it. At a later date, we've got doors from LSK to put on here. That'll probably be a separate video, but just one thing at a time. Cage first.
LSK has a lot of cool stuff too, right?
Yeah. So state of the art, top of the line CNC machines. Everything's automated. Everything's computerized. And basically anything you need or want, they can make for you.
I'd like to check out those rear trailing arms.
Yeah. Oh, it's
all billet aluminum, right?
No, it's the front.
Oh, the front one?
They have a front kit.
Okay.
So, but Can-Am, Pro-R, you name it, they've got whatever you need as far as roll cages, bumpers, spare tire carriers. And I think they're getting into some more of the suspension parts, but again, this is the do-it-yourself kit, so wish us luck.
All right, let's get at it. So look, what we're having problem, yeah, we need to get this off so you have some room to hit it. These are at an angle, right? They're wedged down in there at an angle. We're trying to lift this cage up, but it actually needs to go this way out. Well, when these things were tightened down, it wedged this thing down in there. So what we did on the other side, and it worked out really good, was we put the bolt back in there. We took that 21mm socket, and then we just popped it loose, and it actually, once that was done, it loosened it up. So we'll demonstrate it on this one right here. Hopefully we got that on film. All right. So you got the socket, and we're gonna get this thing out real quick. It did move up, but let's see. I didn't look to see if the back came up.
It's loose.
Is that back moving?
No.
So we need to pop that one up too. Same. Yeah, might have not the best leverage. We can get a longer socket. Or,
was that the 18?
That was the 16.
Oh, there's a bottom nut that you have to do?
No, we did all that.
It was just finished. Oh, you put it back in.
You know, reach around with that bitch.
Oh.
That's enough. There. I just saw it loosen up right there. So do we still got the bolts in here?
So they settle, and then the powder coat plus the sand dust, that thing's just locked in there.
Exactly.
Locked in!
Okay, metal's clean. We're gonna put our bungs in place.
You clean these?
I cleaned the whole thing, dude. He's fucking questioning me, man. Look at it.
Negative.
Twice. I did that twice over.
Now I know your booty hole's dirty.
Bidets, homie. Bidets.
Bidet! Okay.
So we're gonna bolt these on, these bungs. That way we can line it up.
You want to go eat?
Yeah, let's just get this on there and we'll take a little break.
We keep moving further.
You're crying. He's fucking crying right now, man. He's crying. Okay, we're gonna put our little things back on here because he thinks he's all fucking bad.
No, we gotta take these off, dude.
Why?
But why?
No, okay.
We just need to take them off, get the bolts out. Oh, you loosened yours.
Yeah, he told me I didn't have to. Huh? Glad I didn't know.
Let's go eat.
All right.
We're gonna go get some lunch.
All right, we're back from lunch. We're setting up our bunks here. We bolted these two up right here. So when we set in the whole rail, we know where they're gonna line up. Like Travis was saying earlier, they actually have a nice little notch already set up that will end up lining that up. So pretty easy. We come over here and help them out.
And see, this is maybe where you're supposed to jack it up, because it's not.
Yeah, because it's
I watched Trey pop that hand in. Go ahead,
push on.
help me.
hold. Ready?
Or we jack it up some.
So this, why don't we try this?
Tap it. Tap it. There we go.
Where are those little lines? Because I imagine this we can probably
Yeah,
go in and out a little bit. Yeah.
I don't know.
What? Look at the profile already, dude.
More better?
More better, dude. Compared to your little snail.
I think it's gonna be. I think the height is gonna be a little bit lower in the front, like less visibility.
Yeah.
But we're more aerodynamic and light and lower, so I'm gonna go faster.
The only problem is when you do roll it, it's just not gonna roll back on itself because you don't have that little circle. All right, let's put this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Hold on.
How's that?
Let me put mine in.
Yeah, put yours in.
You gotta take yours out.
Oh,
For me to get mine in.
you just slid right in, dude. That thing's wallowed out, homie. Hold on to this, right?
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
That didn't go in all the way, but I'm thinking if we jack it up, let's see if it comes together.
That's down.
Everybody else jacked it up.
Let's do a little walk around on the profile.
Way sleeker. It's not much lower. It's honestly not much lower than the stock cage, but
Yeah, I wish we would have measured,
it's a
but
lot sleeker.
looking on the side over here, definitely way better angles here compared to this. That's the old Bopti cage right there. Thank you, Razor, for a nice little roly-poly.
Oh, that's way looser. The jacked
Oh,
up.
is it? All right, let's get our cross bracing in. See what we gotta do for that. I'll get the welder out. So what Travis is talking about here, when he's saying it's backwards, P24. So it is written backwards. So we know that's the passenger side. The other side is written like you would normally read it. So that's just to help you out a little bit. So I think what we're gonna do now is, if you can look on here, that little line, there's also a line, let's see where you at, right here. It's kind of hard to see, but you'll see it's lasered out. We're gonna line those up on here and we're gonna tack them in spot. So when we're moving this thing around on the cage, in the cage, it's not gonna move on us. So we're not gonna be off. So we're just gonna do 2 little tacks so that thing ain't gonna move and we should be setting it up correctly. So we'll go ahead and tack that up. Okay. Just 2 little tacks on there. We did this, so if we did have to move it, we can just cut them off with our angle grinder or cutoff wheel and then readjust, but I think we're gonna be good with that. Okay, we think we got the roof lined up, and let us explain what we did to get that thing lined up, okay? Let me walk around this side. So, for one, we took this straight edge here, and we wanted to make sure that it's touching straight across, so we know it's even going across. When the roof goes on there, it's gonna follow that, and we're not gonna have a gap up there. These two back posts right here actually have two little notches, so we were able to line that up there, and we did one little tack weld just to hold that so we wouldn't lose the gap. Then that's sitting pretty.
Huh?
That's sitting pretty.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Hold on, let me talk about. So what we ended up doing here is we brought this front bar because we were trying to measure this, get it square, but then we kept getting a gap in between. So what we did was just did a tack weld on top of this, and then we were able to rotate this bar up so where it sit nice and even, and then we just measured from there to the back bar, got it centered, and then we just did two little tack welds in there. So far everything's looking good. Now we're gonna just put the windshield on, make sure everything lines up correct, nice and flat, and once we get that all done, we'll finish kind of tacking it up and putting all the little cross bracing inside. So far happy with the progress. All right, we got this thing all tacked up. Pretty stoked how it turned out. We gotta pull it off, and then we're gonna weld this whole thing together. But first what we're gonna do is see how easy it is to get off, because we just got this thing tacked in there. But we want to get some nice welds on there, and I think the best way to do that is off the car. So pretty stoked. Travis, what do you think?
I love it. It was a little bit of a struggle getting it all to fit together. I mean, it was our first time, right? Yeah. If we had to do it again, we would cut a lot of time out of it.
How much time have we realistically spent? I know you did some work, prep work before, right? You took the thing apart.
What do you think, 2 hours?
I think we're 2.5
to build the cage.
To build the cage. And then obviously it's just tacked up right now. It's not welded, and that's going to be our next step.
So you could strip the car, take off your old cage, put this cage together, and fully weld it in one day. 2 guys. I think you could do the whole thing start to finish.
We ain't professional fabricators. We just do shit. We just make shit happen, right? So a couple do-it-yourselfers. I'm not mad. And I'll tell you what, this cage is awesome. I like it. All the fitment, all the cuts, all these things lined up really, really nice. And it actually made it a lot simpler to get these things lined up. So LSK, awesome job. All right, cage is off. Not the best design. Wouldn't you say?
Not the best design, but not LSK's.
Yeah, we're not talking cage itself. I'm talking how Razor set these bungs up to get off.
How Polaris made these bungs is they're not even the same angle, but they're running down in a round holes on the cage or on the car. So to lift this straight out, it doesn't come straight out.
The problem is you almost have to lift it up at an angle and move it front and up. The problem with that is these little bung holes. They're bung holes. Those little tabs catch on this right here, and it sets it in place, so you can't move this thing up. And then also that we have that cross bracing going across, you can't flex this out like the stock cage. So the problem is just getting this thing out was a pain in the butt. We had to get creative and lift it up off that beam, get some pressure on there, and then finally it just popped off.
Which if you didn't have that,
yeah, and just think about us getting this thing back on.
And if someone's built one of these and they have a trick that we don't know about,
Drop a comment.
Drop a comment on what's the easy way to get these cages on and off.
Let us fucking know, because we're figuring this shit out. I'm telling you what we're gonna do. We're gonna grind these little biatches off right here.
We don't need them.
We don't need them. So when we do put the cage in, it's gonna slide down over top of that, and then you got your 2 grade 8 bolts right there. You know, and yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. It's gonna make it a lot easier. So now the fun part is zipping this thing together, being patient and welding it. And guess what we're gonna do? Cage is fully welded. We did this in 2 processes. You had to weld all the top, bounced around a lot, flipped it over, and welded it up. We started TIG welding it. Sorry, Johnny. And too much time, not enough patience, and not enough patience with my TIG skills. So we ended up making it. Still gonna look good. Waiting on the correct roof that we'll put on there. Then we can do all the tabs where they mount. And this thing will be off to powder coat. So pretty stoked the way it turned out. I know Travis is. And once we get it powder coated, this thing won't be a convertible no more. Hate to do this to you guys, but we got to end the video. Hopefully we're ending on a good note. Unfortunately, we got sent the wrong size roof. The roof they sent us was for Turbo XP. Not a big deal. They're currently sending one out. Unfortunately, we can't finish it because the plan was to have this thing finished, sent off to powder coat, end it that way. Our next video, we'll have that included, and we'll be putting it back on the car. So what we're missing is the actual roof that we can mount up our tabs that are going to go on here. That's going to hold the roof on there. So we're going to end it like this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it's instructional. Hopefully you guys can use it. We're the average builders out there. We're not claiming to be anything crazy. For Johnny out there, sorry, we did not TIG weld it. Okay. Yeah, we migged it. It looks good. It's gonna hold. TIG would have been way nicer, but I gotta practice on my skills, and it's not my car, so not my choice. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. We appreciate everything. Comment too. Hey, keeps us going. Thanks.